Here we go. Oh man, does it? Yeah, I should. Man, hey everybody, it's Mike, and I am joined by the Laugh a Minute Oliver.
You jumped in, you sounded like, the Will Ferrell, Harry Carey, "Hey, everybody."
That is a classic.
It is, yeah. Alright.
Yes. So what are we doing here today?
I don't know, I thought we were doing an interview for a new position that you
Uh,
had at
oh
Joppa
yeah,
House.
my assistant, my personal assistant. Yeah,
That's right.
good.
I hold the umbrella over you whenever we're seen out in, public.
Yeah. We have a 1980s 20. We sent 26 cards off to PSA four, almost 4 months ago, 3.5 months ago.
Yeah.
It is not back, but we have the results, and we're gonna do like what we did last time. Man, your lighting looks really good, by the
Okay.
way.
Yeah,
It
I
just
just
all of a
cranked it
sudden
up.
brightened up. Yeah,
I
look at
told
you.
you
You look better in the low light.
I slid the sexy slider all the way to the right, so
Yeah.
you're good to go.
So we sent this off $15 per card,
Yeah.
and in retrospect, and I haven't looked at these grades, by the way. This is very exciting for all of us. Good
Mhm.
evening, Mad City Brew. Uh, so we sent 26 off. 25 of them got graded. The one that didn't is yours. 10 cards of yours got graded all basketball,
Mhm.
mostly Larry Bird. What a surprise. And
Yeah.
then 15 of mine got graded, and one of them is a Larry Bird. In
Mhm.
fact, that Larry Bird, I've had at least a half dozen people say, "Where's the Larry Bird that was behind you?" Because I had a Larry Bird behind me for 18 months.
Mhm. Right.
It's going to be back. Once I get it on Friday, psh, it'll be back behind me.
Did you get it autographed?
No, no.
Oh,
I
okay.
I don't have
Alright.
Larry Bird autograph money. What's he charging for an autograph?
I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. You're Mr. Autograph.
I think
I
I
I
think
like
300 bucks.
autographs, but are you serious?
Yeah, I think he's 300.
Okay. No, I'm not in that demographic either. That's too pricey.
Yeah. Well, let's just see. Bird, Larry. Oh, he's doing a signing. He's got signings coming up here. He
Hmm.
is only $159.
Hmm.
350 for the 1980 tops with Dr. J and Magic.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
159 for this card. I would consider springing for that. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a lot of those. I've never paid 159 for an autograph. Most I ever paid was $99 for an autograph.
Yeah. I've looked at
Yeah.
some birds. There's been quite a few recently that have gone for less than that already slabbed. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Another thing I want to mention is that when I sent my cards, these are all of mine are 80s baseball, except the
Hmm.
one bird card. And I'm doing the top 100 1980s baseball cards of Mike Payne on the PSA registry. And I, when I sent them off, $15 per card for slabbed cards was still a good deal. But now
Hmm.
some of these are inevitably going to come back with lower grades, and I probably could have gotten them for less than the $15. But there's also a lot to be said for, hey, these were my childhood cards,
True.
and
Yeah.
I got them graded. Yeah, and Will is right. I mean, $159 is a lot, but there are a lot of guys who charge way more than that. I don't remember who I was looking at the other day. They're charging
Oh yeah.
900.
Yeah. I remember that. Who was it?
What does Jeter charge?
I can't remember.
Oops, that's not right. Shoot. I think
900.
Jeter charges a ton. Well,
Was it Jack Morris?
Jeets. Don't think so. Jeter actually doesn't have any public signings or private signings on
Hmm.
SCN, which is interesting, which tells me he doesn't do very many. All right, we've got 25 people here. Let's jump in, shall we? I'm going to share my screen, and I will show a couple of cards, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about the comments too. That's it. Mike Trout charges like
Wow.
$900. Yeah, it's it's sad. Like Mike Trout has made or will have made $500 million. I don't know. That's sad.
You still got to feed the babies, though. You know,
That's right. Yeah, half
half
a
a billion
bill.
isn't
It's
what it
not
used
enough.
to be.
Not what it used
Right.
to be. All right, I'm going to share my screen here, and we'll go through some of the cards. I'll come back and we'll go through some comments. All right, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So this is the one that didn't grade.
You know, this is the second star Magic Johnson that I've given you to get graded that has failed.
I'm
So
sorry.
I think it's you.
Yeah, it probably is me.
Um, what's the reason? Because
It
the
doesn't.
last one, I there was no reason.
It doesn't say on here. I would anticipate getting a flip back, a label that says, but I think all it says is "Do not holder." So I don't
Right,
know.
right. Yep.
All right. So this
Hmm.
one,
Oh, this
this
is a
is
good one.
the
Yeah.
83. Yeah, and I'll show the grade in a second. But this is I want to tell the story. I bought this at a card show for $20 from Don's Sports Card Center,
Hmm.
Portland, Maine. This is Dominique Wilkins. This is his 83 star all rookies card. And let's just look at the PSA pop report. Um, Here, we have it here. There's 110, and there was a 10 2 weeks ago as well. So I know mine did not 10, but that 10 is currently for sale on eBay for $9,499.
Hmm.
So my hope when looking at this was obviously a 10, but I think it's got 9 potential, and that's what I'm hoping for the grade. So let's see.
Okay.
It's an 8.
Ooh, still good. Still really
Yeah, I
good.
mean that's I paid 20 plus the $15 grading fee, $35, and I'll sell it. I don't know, it'll be 150 to
Is
two
this
hundred
the one
dollars. I'm guessing.
that has the bleed on the back, the bleed through the ink we were talking about the other day?
It doesn't appear to on this scan. It did on the
Hmm.
original scan, which is interesting. So
Hmm.
I don't know, but hey, it's an 8 on a
It's an 8.
30-year-old card, and I'll turn a tidy profit on that.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
I think that's the only card in this that I'm selling.
Not a Dominique fan?
I just don't. I am a love Dominique Wilkins, but that's not a card that I would keep
Hmm.
based on my new collecting pattern. Here I've got this Clemens. I have no idea why I sent this. This is maybe a 7 at best. It's a Pawtucket card I bought at the National last year.
Hmm.
It's a 4. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean,
4.
I don't know why I sent this. I remember. I don't know. I had a reason for it, and now I don't remember. So
What does
what good
Clemens
could that?
charge for autos?
$150 through his foundation, I think.
Yeah, okay.
100, something like that. Yeah, he's pretty
Send that
expensive.
away. Crack that and send it away.
900. Yeah. So Jay says 900 for Trout, which is crazy. Oh, did
Oh,
I?
yeah, yeah, for Trout. I thought you meant
I
Clemens.
Okay. Whoops. Uh, Chad, Tony Almeida. A-Rod probably would charge a lot. Yeah. Trout surprises me. He signs for every possible kid before games. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
I, I would get an
Griff.
A-Rod signed if it was him in Centaur form, like the picture that he had. Remember,
The
remember
card would have to
the
say
painting?
like Slumlord at the bottom instead of his position, Slumlord. Uh, Give me Griffey. Griffey's coming up. 89 Donruss Griffey. The key for kids. The key is for kids and adults. Yeah. Hey, Jake, did you get the cards I mailed you yet? You're way over on the other side of the continent, so probably not yet. He bought some cards off me on
Ah,
eBay. Holy 4, yeah, Dylan, thanks. Making fun of me. Uh, yes, awesome. All right, good stuff. Let's hop back in here, and let's get rid of Raja. Here's my
so you're
bird.
you're keeping the Roger? You're not going to sell that?
That's a good question. What would I sell that for? $12? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll keep it. Here's my bird. This
I
is
don't
the
know.
bird. I don't know when I got this. It's been a while now. It's not in great shape. It's maybe a 6 is my
I would say a
guess, but
6. Yeah,
but
I
it's
can't really
a
see the
it's a
corners.
it's a bird. It's his first solo card.
Mhm.
It's a 6.
Yep.
I mean, look at the mustache. Mustaches are back thanks to Larry
I
Bird.
know, but he doesn't wear one now, which is odd. He should bring it back, you know?
Yeah.
Looks
I'm doing Movember again. I'm going to shave off the beard. We're doing it at work. We decided this today. Shaving off the beard,
yeah.
and the pressure though is that I need to shave off the mustache and grow it back, which is silly.
Yeah. We
It's
we
going to be
did
a
we
super creepy November. We did this. Yeah, you and I did
s
this in 2013.
we did this when we worked at the same company,
Yes.
and as you can recall, I am follically challenged on my face.
I was 10 years
It
ago.
grows quickly, doesn't not very thick though. So I tried to go with the Charlie Chaplin, which did not go over well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So here's my matting these 84 tops. Another one of my childhood cards. I'm going to guess an 8. It looks really good. I was not
it does
collecting
look
an
good.
84. This was a card that I picked up at some point, probably 5 years after. Looks really
Looks
good. I'm
good.
going to guess an 8.
7. 8.
It's an 8. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I sent. I've got a couple of
that's
these, so
great. That's awesome.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that is actually a childhood card that you've kept this entire time.
Most of these are. Yeah, that bird wasn't. What's next here? Puckett
Yeah.
was also.
Mhm.
I'm going to guess an 8 again. 8. Yeah, look at how nice this looks.
You're
This,
on a roll, man. This is great.
yeah, this was my only Puckett rookie,
Mhm.
but I inspected it carefully before sending it and say, does this have a chance to be a 7 or an 8? If not, I don't want to send it. Uh, thanks, Dylan. Yeah, I did figure out that was you, and I was like 90% sure, but not 100% until after I mailed it. Tiger fan. Uh-oh. Yeah, first solo bird. John, you can leave. There's no giveaway here, my friend. Feel free to leave. There's grass growing on the North Shore, and Dylan is spinning his wheels here. Yeah, why are you here, you guys? We have 39 people here. That's pretty impressed. Here we go. Here it
Uh,
is.
every time. I
Yeah,
know.
it's inevitable. I don't
Yeah.
know, Nick. I don't remember if you were here for the last one, but somebody always says it. No matter where we go, we went to a Celtics game last year. Was it in the pizza place, right? And the guy asked if you were Larry Bird's brother.
Yeah. Yeah. And his
Larry Bird's a little
brothers,
older than you.
yeah. Well, I mean, Eddie's younger, but he's still, 57 or something. I don't know.
Did you
Um,
just turn 50?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Officially. I used to look more like him when I was younger, but no one ever
That's
said, "Hey, you play like Larry Bird." It's always you look like Larry Bird. So,
I've played a lot of basketball with you, and
yes.
you are better than you look like you would be.
Thank you. I guess I'll take
Uh,
it. That's fine.
yeah, Jack Morris rookie auto. I'm gonna get that slabbed. I'm gonna get it double slabbed. I think I'm gonna put it in a PSA slab and then ask like Beckett to put that inside of a slab and then send it to SGC and ask them to put that into a slab.
What you should do is get the other 3 people to sign it, but not Jack Morris.
Jack Morris already signed it. It's a very
Oh,
mediocre autograph, which is
yeah.
why I thought it was perfect.
No, for you, you should get the other 3 and then get that graded and slabbed, but not Jack Morris.
My kid is not named Oliver. Oliver is
Nope.
significantly older than me. He's about your age, John. Uh, yeah, you can. Yeah. So Oliver, you got John's $20.
Yeah. Do you take Dogecoin? I've got several trillion of those kicking around. So, yeah.
Orlando. All right, we're gonna hop back into some cards. Here's a 87 Topps McGuire. This is not,
Classic.
yeah, yeah, definitely a classic McGuire. This is one of the probably 20 McGuires in my childhood collection. I looked over all of them and I picked the best, and I'm guessing it's an 8 at best because none of my 87 Topps look very good.
Mm,
Yeah, but it's well centered,
it's pretty good. Yep.
so I was happy with that. And another McGuire. I'm a big rated rookie guy. I always was as a kid.
Hmm.
Love loved McGuire. Loved rated rookies. Probably an 8 or a 9. This one could be a 9 actually. Oh yeah. I was thinking 8 because the centering is off top to bottom, but
Mm.
that's
Those are
awesome.
tough too with the black border. So tough.
Yeah,
It's like
not as tough as the 86 Tops, which I have
86
an
tops
86
or
Tops
what
traded
is it?
bonds in here.
71 tops is even
71
worse.
Tops, yeah. Yeah, these ones don't chip like that. So I have a Bo
Mm.
Jackson in here too, which I don't remember what the oh, here it is right here. This one might be a 9 too. No, my
Wow.
God. I didn't think I'd have any 9s in here, but
Hmm.
these were I had a
That's
bunch of both of these. Yeah, awesome. Here's the Griffey. I had at least a dozen of these, and I pulled out the best one. I would say it's an 8 or a 9. If I'd be psyched if it's a 9. It's an 8.
ah.
Yeah. These are really tough to get centered.
Hmm.
You always find one of these little side bands are much bigger than the other. It might have something to do with these uh, print dots here. I don't know.
Yep.
We have 50 people in here. Backhanded compliment. I don't know what
You
you're
said I
saying.
play better than I look. So
Yes. Yeah.
great.
All honesty, Oliver is a very, very good basketball player, or he was 10 years ago when we used to play a couple times a
True.
week. Net to me, John. John's not a fan of the net to me, which is you wouldn't know because you're not on social media. But net
I
to me is a
no.
very common thing that you see. Uh, have the McGuire in hand as we speak. Nice. Holy Bo. Bo knows cards. No pop control. Uh, Dan has the best card room in the world, and I've done a video on it back, I don't know, 9 months ago maybe. I'm going to do another one. He just sent me some updated photos at some point. Amazing. Yeah, an 8 is still a great grade for an old childhood card.
Mm.
You getting impatient to see your cards, by the way? They're at the end.
No, no, not at all. No, since you sent that, actually the two, I've sent an SGC shipment, and I sent it weeks after you sent
Yeah.
the PSA, maybe a couple months, and it came back like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
SGC's
quick.
amazing on their speed.
Yep.
I wouldn't send anything but vintage to SGC.
Yeah.
86 Top's quick little secret top to bottom centering is key. Look at 10s. Yeah, this is what I was doing is looking at existing 10s on a couple of these and see where the team name sits at the top, and that's the key to gems if a card is flawless otherwise. I gave him the PSA 10. Did you grade that? Did it come back a 10? Tell me it didn't. Oh, just lie to me. Just tell me it
Just
didn't.
say it. That would be hilarious.
Black Box Ripken, nice. Yeah, Biggio rookie Donruss is in there, but he's got a doesn't Biggio have a 88 score traded or something? I don't remember.
Score.
The,
Oof.
the 88 traded series, they always because there's a bunch of 89 Hall of Famers that had 88 traded cards too,
Yeah.
and that always slips my mind. When am I grading my Jack Morris's? Oh, man, I don't know. 80s not vintage. I don't think so. One of the toughest. Yeah, 30 of them. Pack fresh. Yeah, it is tough.
Mm, yep.
Will Clock 86 Tops traded Tiffany. Yeah. Actually, somebody wanted to buy my on Instagram, my Bo Jackson Tops traded. This isn't Tiffany, but they wanted to buy it. So I pulled it out and sent it to them.
Mhm.
and then they just never responded to me. It's very strange.
Hmm.
Maybe they're here today. Who knows? All right, let's get back to some cards. All right, Eric Davis rookie. Left to right centering. I'm going to guess an 8 again. Yeah. The best of my childhood.
Man, Eric Davis for several years was just the best.
Joe
Absolutely
Posnanski
fantastic.
talks about the 162 game stretch that Eric Davis had from middle of 87 to the middle of 88, maybe,
Sounds about
was
right.
one of the best 162 game stretches in history.
Yeah, I believe it.
Raja. Uh, I am going to guess a 6,
7?
7. Yeah, it's off for sure. 7. All right. Okay, I'll take that. Here's the bonds, and this one is off top to bottom. I'm gonna guess an 8. This looked really good. Like the chipping is very minimal. I'm gonna
Mm,
guess an 8 on this bonds. Okay, nice. It looks really good. I think mostly it got down because of the centering top to bottom. 88 Donruss Alomar, another one that's really tough to find well centered. I'm gonna guess a 7 on this. 8.
oh,
Okay.
you're doing well today. Not
I
only in guessing, but actually getting 8s and 9s.
well, 2
I'm
9s so
impressed.
far.
Yeah,
These are not easy cards to get good grades on. But I figured
yeah.
at 15 bucks a pop, it's not bad. We're just about coming to yours here. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. $385 stand-ups pop-out cards of Jack Morris. No, don't send me your Jack Morris cards.
You know what you need is a fat head. You need a full size that you can put like behind on the wall.
Take all my cards down. Just have a shrine to Jack Morris. Look, look at this. Graded the Griffey with BGS black label. You haven't graded it. Yeah, the Donruss Griffey rookie. I mean, I was a big Donruss and Topps collector as a kid. I did not have the Topps Griffey because it's a traded, right? If I remember correctly. Uh, yeah, it is.
Yep.
And so I didn't have that when I went out and bought it, but I had so many of the Donruss ones. Yeah, this is this is the best era. Uh, yeah, Eric Davis.
Yep.
Wow, traded bonds are really down. Found a Tiffany 9 for
Tiffany
30
9.
bucks.
Wow.
That's a bargain.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back to it. All right, so then I've got 2 Yaz's that I just need for my Yaz basic set. This is a 5, maybe. I I knew it wasn't very good. It's a 4. Okay.
Yeah. That's his last
No.
card,
Oh,
right?
was that
83?
83? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking this one. This is 82. Uh, this one's better. Maybe a 7. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't send in the 81 or 80, maybe because they were in such poor condition, but I also sent in the 83, which is in poor condition. I don't know. Strange. Here we go. Here come yours. It's,
Okay. I'm going to move this over to my bigger screen so you'll see me in profile. This, I cracked this, was an 8 from, what was it, BGS? I think. I think I sent you a pic. This is the pricey one. So I'm
so
going
it
to
was an 8
say
with Beckett.
7. Yep. 7. Yep.
There you go.
I'll take it.
Are you becoming an expert at cracking? You're an expert cracker?
Not an expert, but it is fun. You can still find green label CSGs for, pretty cheap if you want to crack those and flip them.
Yeah.
I don't know, 8. I'm guessing
There you
8.
go.
Okay.
You want a fingernail with more of black border above that team name. Well,
Hmm.
yeah. So how many of these did you crack and send to PSA? So I know you love to buy the old CSGs,
I don't know.
the
Yeah.
HGAs.
I don't know. I sent you. I told you. I said let's prep for this, and you can lay the groundwork. And
Mm,
I don't remember. A few. The big one was that number 26 bird. So that's the one that's a few $100. Everything else is still pretty cheap. A lot of the star cards that I bought, $5, $6, $8. So still pretty cheap. Now that PSA is grading them, they've taken off. So, eights
yeah,
and nines are 200 or 300. But yeah,
yeah.
until recently they were still dirt cheap.
You got a bird and Parrish here.
Mm, uh, 7 or 8. I
8.
think most of these are going to be right around there. I
Bird
don't
and
think I
Parrish
have
again.
any
Who's in
like
the background there? 42 for the
Parrish.
Bullets.
Uh,
What do you think
I
the
don't
rate
know.
is?
7. It's a little off center, left to right.
8.
8. Okay.
Let's Washington Bullets 42. I'm always curious about
Uh,
this. Why? I don't know.
trying to think.
Greg Ballard.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Is that right? I don't know who Greg Ballard is. Uh, yeah, that's exactly right. Greg Ballard.
Hmm.
Yeah, he played for them with that jersey number from 78 to 85. So that makes sense.
I was not aware of that.
Tile snips for cracking.
Do I have no, it's not tile snips. What
You
do I
use your
use?
teeth, right? Arr, arr, arr.
I do, yeah. Yep. Getting good at it.
All the marginal Hall of Famers. Yeah, those are Catfish Hunter would be another one. Five,
Yep.
5 World Series for Catfish. 8 All-Star games. Cy Young, marginal Hall of Famer though. And people take so much offense when I say that about anybody. It's not. I'm not insulting them. They had a
It's
great
always going to
career.
be, yeah,
I would
absolutely.
love
I
to be a
mean,
marginal Hall of Famer YouTuber.
you're marginal. You get that part.
All right, back to it. We did this one.
Yep.
We have
Again, I'm going to
look at the
say
hair. Look at the
8.
mustache. Another 8. Look at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, these were all in really good shape.
And then
I
you
don't know what.
have the next one has the same exact photo, but it's
Yes,
year later
yeah,
or
they
year earlier.
recycled a lot of photos. 7. I think this one had a corner that was
Hmm?
no 8.
Look at you. Who's this here?
I can't see. I don't know.
I can't zoom in. All right, Bird and Magic battling for a rebound.
Classic, iconic photo. Embodies the 80s basketball. It's a little off center. 7.
Bam. Who's this in the background? Celtics 43.
Gerald Henderson, I believe.
Gerald Henderson.
Remember? Stole the ball,
Henderson stole the ball.
saved. He's just like Havlicek, slightly lesser known. Yeah, game 2, I believe. Stole the ball with 6 seconds left.
Passed it to Bird.
got a layup. He
Right.
got the easy layup.
All right. Then we have Magic and
Yeah,
Rambus, right?
that's right. This one is it actually has a, I believe, a a bubble, very very small. So I don't think it's going to do well. I'm going to say 4.
Look
Yeah,
at you. That
maybe.
was close.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good, but in the upper left-hand corner, I think there's a little water bubble. Unfortunately.
I because we've got Kurt Rambus. I want to show my favorite all-time Kurt Rambus card.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to show a GIF or a video, and it would have to be the Kevin McHale foul of Kurt Rambis.
No.
Clothesline.
Orlando says those are good grades on the star cards since they were distributed in bags and cards moved around. Good point.
Yep.
Bird is a chick magnet, 100%. The
Great
interesting
looking
thing
guy.
is that Tiger Fan is wearing a Saints hat too. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Man,
Might
this
not
is.
be Detroit Tigers. Might be LSU,
Oh, good
right?
point. Didn't even think of that. Good call. Beautiful high-res pics of the tens. Print out the picture as close to life size as possible, or zoom in same size on phone. That is hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. Here's. Hey, don't hate. No, I'm not hating. Oh, Snapchat filters. Yesterday on Instagram, I did some Snapchat filters, zombie filters on
I saw that. Yeah.
iconic
That was good.
baseball cards. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, he's right. It is LSU. So
Yeah.
maybe didn't Shaq play for LSU?
Yeah. Yep. Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Oh, interesting. Bird's mullet should be set in a mold in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It should be. I actually went to college. I lived next door to a kid who had the same exact hair as Bird and the same exact mustache
Hmm.
and a better jump shot.
Wow.
Yeah, he was one of the, I don't know how many 2,000 point scorers in high school there have been in Maine, but he was one of them. Really, really good
Wow.
player. Okay, let's look up this Rambus card, 1990 Skybox. It's
That
my
is a good
favorite.
one. I have to zoom in on that one. That is peak performance right there.
He looks so old. He's 52 years old there.
It, yeah, yeah. You didn't watch Winning Time, but
Nah, I watched the
this
first episode.
I know. But season 2, they get more into, they introduce Rambus and a few others, and they did not, they were not kind to him. I mean, he's an NBA player. He's a professional athlete, but on the show they really made him out to be this like nibbish nerd kind of guy. I mean, you take those glasses off him, he looks just like any other, mid
Yeah.
80s, early 80s basketball player. But on the show, it was really bad.
Huh. Another Magic.
Uh, I'm gonna go with. I think that one was in pretty good shape. 8, maybe a 9.
7.
No, no. It's been so long, I don't remember which ones I thought might possibly get a 9.
Let's end it on a good one here because this is your
Yeah.
last one. I did open these all in order, so I didn't save any
Okay.
good ones for last. But Bird and Parrish again.
Probably another 8.
Bam.
Hey, I'll take it. All right.
So we have 45 people here. I don't know what these people are doing on their Wednesday night watching us, but we were up to
Yeah.
55.
Nice.
Is James Harden going to report to the 76ers? Important question of the day.
Probably not. I don't
He
think.
did report, though, right? And then he just hasn't
He
appeared with them since Sunday?
he Yeah, he'll be gone soon, I think.
Yeah, the 90s skybox, man. I love those. My stepbrother, I was 11 in 1990. I've told this story at some point on my channel, but it's okay. My stepbrother was already out of college and working, and he for Christmas he handed me a big stack of packs of cards, and I had never heard of or seen Skybox, but one of the packs was Skybox, and I was in awe. I was obsessed with it. I had to have more Skybox.
Yeah, they did have some great picks, great cards.
Yeah, yeah. Are you following the
Mhm.
baseball playoffs?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No,
Not at all.
I am no. I used to be obsessed with baseball. I was the
Hmm.
stereotypical kid that got the paper early and dug through the box scores. Did rotisserie league baseball the old-fashioned way, like the late '80s,
Me too.
and I don't know. It just once the Red Sox won the World Series, which was kind of like the dog catching the car, and yeah, you won it. Now what do you do? Then they won it a few more times, and I don't know. I just it's not as entertaining to me as it used to be for whatever reason. I don't know.
I understand that because I felt that way for a long time,
Hmm.
but I've gotten this year I got heavy into it again after probably 5 years of not really following it very, maybe 4 years of not really following it very closely at all. And it's better now after the time of game increased from like 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours
Right.
over the course of like 20 years because of so many different things. And baseball tried to improve that this year. They did chop 20, 25 minutes off the average game time, which
Yeah.
is awesome. There's more stolen bases, which is fun, but there's still way too many pitchers. Your starting pitcher goes 4 or 5, and
Right.
then they bring in these completely dominant relievers, and it's just not. There's
Yeah. And
nobody gets on base, nobody gets hits.
yeah.
They got to
Yeah.
cut down
I,
on that.
I think that probably was a factor. I mean, like you said, pitchers 4 or 5 innings. That's it. But they used to go. I mean, complete games. Did they do? When was the last complete game? Is that even a thing? Like
Yeah, there's like
considered a
Sandy
good.
Alcantara has some complete games. You'll see a handful a year, but it is pretty rare. And a lot of people rail against the pitchers. It's not the
Yeah.
pitcher's fault. This is the teams
Oh, I
have
know. I get it.
you get so many pitchers on on your staff, and so they
Yep.
just we get 12 pitchers, great. 13 pitchers, I don't know, it's 13 or
Yeah.
14 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then we can pitch 5 or 6 every single night, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's I miss the days of the absolute just freaks like Nolan Ryan.
Yeah,
You know, people that they shouldn't. They were so far outside, the norm as far as innings pitched and strikeouts and it's I don't know. It's too specialized. I think that has a lot to do with it, like you were saying.
yeah. I love a good pitcher's duel, and I don't mean a low
Like Jack
scoring game.
Morris, right? 91 World Series. I
Hey, I
get you.
watched that game. That was awesome.
It was. It really was.
Uh,
Yeah.
I and I'm not talking about a low scoring game between two crappy pitchers. I'm talking about a Pedro Martinez against Roger
Hmm.
Clemens
Yeah.
type of game. I'm trying to find this card, the Bill Lambier. I can't find it, but that's okay. Rangers
I don't remember that one.
probably not going down. Um, yeah, I love a good pitcher's duel. I've always been a pitcher guy. I mean, I grew up obsessed with Ramon Martinez and Juan Guzman, and then Pedro Martinez. It's always Greg Maddux. It's
Yeah.
always been pitchers for me, and I love hitters too, of course. But um, yeah, I was probably because I was better at pitching than I
Oh,
was at
really?
hitting.
You weren't a hitter?
No, no, not really. Not after Little League.
You were a
Like I got the
catcher? You were a
no,
catcher, weren't you? You were
no,
bigger.
oh
Husky kid?
no. No. I was well late. I wasn't husky until high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I loved pitching. I felt like it was I don't know. So I always took to the shooting guards who that was all they could do was shoot. in basketball because that was
Yeah.
me. Steve Kerr,
Park,
Craig
park you
Hodges.
outside, right? Right.
Yeah,
Park you out. Don't, Mike, don't come in the paint. Just stay out there.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
pass it to you. Just stay.
yeah, exactly. Matt Bonner. I remember Matt Bonner played for the Spurs.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
Um,
from Maine.
I don't think he's from Maine either. Very, very few uh, people from Maine that have made it
Duncan
anywhere.
Robinson.
Duncan Robinson, yes, born in
He is
York,
from
Maine.
Concord, New Hampshire. Matt Bonner. I
Yeah, yeah.
didn't know that. When I switch my screen off, do I disappear?
No, I can still see you, Mike, and hear you.
Right now, you can see me.
I can. Yep.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it. Thankfully, there's approximately a million people rooting for the Astros, and they're all in Houston. All in Houston. Pistol Pete. Yeah, love Pistol Pete. Phil's look tough. Yeah. Oliver, any last thoughts?
I have none, Michael. This was great. I always enjoy this time.
Yeah, I still have your cards from the last PSA reveal because
You
you
do.
never show up to our group lunches anymore. You never show up at card shows anymore.
I know. I know. I got to change that. We got to get together.
I should have put on my Celtics sweatshirt.
Yeah. Should be a fun season. If they can't win with this team, I give up. You know, it's gonna be interesting.
74 wins in the regular season and out in the second round.
If Porzingis stays healthy, if not, 39 wins.
Yeah, hit the like button. I think Harden's going to the Hawks or Pelicans.
I could see him with the
Y-
Hawks
Yeah,
or the Pelicans, honestly.
yeah. Interesting. I know Ime has already said he doesn't want Harden
Yeah,
back, and that's where Harden wanted to go.
right.
So, yeah, pretty gross that both Houston and Oklahoma City have profited from the. I was going to say KPJ, but it's who's the guy who was just arrested and he's being charged multiple times for beating his girlfriend.
Oh,
Michael Kevin Porter Jr. Is it
yes,
KPJ?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty gross that they're profiting from that.
Yep. Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun. I have an 11 card 1960s Yaz order that should be back in the next couple weeks too. But I haven't sent anything else out in a while and won't for a little while either.
Have you moved up the rankings of Yaz collectors?
Yep, I just bought a new Yaz recently, so I've moved up a tiny. I think I'm in 89th in the basic set, but after I'll get these two back, and that'll help too.
Hmm.
But then I'll get 11 more. I think 8 of them are 60s in the basic set. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Anytime. This was
Lunch
fun.
on Monday. You're going to be there?
Yes, I think so. Probably. Probably. Maybe.
Probably, maybe. Okay. I'm not sure I'll be there. If you're going to be there, I won't be. I do not collect Mike Yastrzemski cards. No, not interested. Thanks, Orlando. Thanks, Jake. All right, Oliver.
All
Thank you
right, my
very much,
friend.
and thanks everybody for watching.
See ya.